Welcome back, guys, to the Let's Build a Server map series, episode 2. Last episode we worked on the spawn, and I have made a few changes to make it look a little bit better. At the end of last episode, we were working on the lamps for like around in this area. I went ahead and put them right here in every single corner. It doesn't seem to affect any of the ice or anything. I also added a sphere up here just to kind of add a little something to spawn. I have a few pillar things coming out with some glowstone on the end. I think it looks pretty cool. Also I changed all of the ice in this area to packed ice. The packed ice just looks better in my opinion. It looks it just looks cooler. And as you can see, I was kind of messing around with the bow right there. But I added these little stone pathway things all around, in kind of like a circle shape around this center spawn point. I set the spawn using /set spawn. Uh, what else did we do? We added this glass frame around the top of this ice, kind of bordering the spawn. Just think it looks kind of cool. We also added this stone all the way around the or not stone, this glowstone all the way around just to add some light on the outside. So at night looks pretty cool. In my opinion, looks very nicely lit up. And today we're gonna work on the terrain. So let's go ahead and get that started. I'm not really sure how well this server is going to be able to handle it. We're only running on 1 GB of RAM, so I'm not sure how good this will handle the world edit. But as you can see, I actually kind of went ahead and made a big old platform thing, a big area for us to work with. So that took some time, a little bit of time to do. So I just decided to do that off camera. And as you can see, what we're going to do is we are going to use this wooden spray or spade. You can use any tool other than the wooden axe to make a brush. We're going to do /brush, cylinder, gravel. Let's do 5 or 4. So what we're going to do is we are going to place a gravel pathway. No, we won't do 5. We'll try 3 and see how that works. So we'll go ahead and place that there, and that looks like a better size in my opinion. And we're using this so we can kind of randomize this pathway a little bit more. As you can see, it's not just a straight pathway, but we're going to come about to the center, which looks about there. And what we're going to do is we are going to use this pathway to kind of wrap around the map. Now we're going to use this as a, let's place some right there. We're going to use this as a, kind of like a template. Like for example, there's going to be maybe like a mountain out here or something. But we're going to use this kind of like a basis to split the map up. We're going to keep doing that. And we're going to come out a little bit. And there we go. So right now it looks a little sloppy. We will eventually add some deformation or terrain variation, but let's go ahead and spread this out a little bit more to the outside. Bang and bang. Maybe like 1 or 2 more. And there we go. Let's bring that around this way a little bit more. Boom. And we'll go ahead and do the same over here. Now we're not exactly copying this exactly because we don't want the map to be the same on both sides. We're just kind of doing it very randomly. And boom. And for like the jagged edges like that, I'll go around later and use some gravel to make it look a little bit better. But that looks about good for my taste at least. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use actually I think we're gonna put a kind of a house right here, so let's go ahead and lay out a rough draft for that. Mm, maybe like a square kind of like that, and then out here, and then maybe over here, and then around right here. So that tells us not to use that area because we're gonna put kind of a house right there. But for right here, what we can do is let's do it on this side. Let's put sort of a mountain or something like that right here. What we can do is we can go slash slash sill for cylinder, snow block, and 4 or 3, I mean. Now that creates it that big, so we're actually gonna go a little bit bigger than that. Let's try 8, and that we'll go actually a little bit bigger. Undo, undo. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's try and find like kind of the center. It looks like it is about right here. We're gonna go. Let's do 10. It's kind of hard to see because the snow blends in like all over the place. But then we'll come out to the edges here and we can go 4 and just kind of split up the circle a little bit like so. And this just kind of makes the map not as plain and flat and boring. We're gonna cut up that edge there, and that looks about good. Let's put something right here. Now we're gonna come into the inside and we're going to place kind of a circle going around the edge like so. And this just kind of makes the terrain come up a little bit more. And we'll leave this over here kind of like this. That looks about good. We're gonna cut this off a little bit smaller, like that. And we're gonna make sure there are no too high areas because that players can't get up to those areas. Kind of like that. And that looks pretty decent. And what we can do is we can maybe plop a tree. What we're gonna do is we're going to place a grass block, get the sapling and the bone meal. Skip bone meal. I keep forgetting that there's a space in bone meal. It kind of feels like it should be a one word, but we're gonna get the sapling, and the only thing I'm not gonna accept is these too high these like one high leaves because players can't even get under it, so it's just kind of a waste of space. So let's get rid of that. And let's try again. And that's better. And what we're going to do is we're going to do slash wand. We already had one, so let's just throw that out. And we're going to go bang. And let's come up here and do slash slash pause 2. And slash slash replace. What is the ID? Replace 18 18 with let's just do ice for now. And what is the definition for pack or the ID for packed ice is 174. So then we'll do ice 174. And then there we go. We have a tree right there. Um, what I think we will probably do is maybe add like a lake or something out here and blah blah blah, stuff like that. So we have kind of a little bit of variation in the terrain right there. We're gonna do maybe a little bit right here as well. So we'll do sill snow block 7, and then what we'll do is we'll just kind of cut up the edges a little bit, like so. Take that out right there. And maybe one right here. And that looks about good. We can make it a little bit smaller. Now I'm trying to make this as random as possible so it doesn't look like it's really made by me. Like, of course everybody knows it's made by me, but you don't want it to look that way. So that looks okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down in the terrain. So we'll go slash slash brush cylinder. Let's do air, and then let's try 3. Then what we do is we use this to make a kind of like a dip in the terrain. You see this in normal generations of worlds, so it's you see it actually kind of a lot. So that looks pretty good right there, and then we'll bring it maybe out a little this way, and then we can bring the terrain up a little bit more right here. Except we'll do 5 and then 5 over here, maybe 5 right here. So this is looking, it's coming together a little bit, which is nice to see. This is what we have so far. Eventually we'll go ahead and we'll build some buildings, maybe like a few houses, maybe like a pond with like a wheel in it or something. But it's coming together as of right now, which is nice to see. We'll add some trees around it, and it should turn out pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and make this out here. What we can actually do is we can do brush cylinder snow, so we can see what we're doing at least. Oops. What we want to do is slash slash undo. You gotta make sure it's snow block, because if you just type snow, it'll do like the let me see. It'll do this kind of snow right here. You gotta do a snow block. But what is it doing here? Ah, that's what you have to do. You have to click on the up area of it. We'll do toggle downfall. The Faithful Rain, I'm using the Faithful texture pack right now, but it kind of makes me lag for some reason. I mean, I don't really have the best computer, but, you know, whatever. And that looks about good. We're gonna make this kind of a, another version of that, kind of, it goes up 2 or 3 high. So we gotta make this a little bit bigger. We'll come out this way a little bit. And that is looking about good. We'll see what we have here. And that looks about good. So we're gonna take out these jagged edges like this. Let's leave that how it is, and bang. So now what we can do is we're gonna do the the on the ground part, we'll just go with can't bind tool to snow block. Oh, that's because we're using the brush. We gotta go to / cylinder. Snow block, let's do 4. And maybe 4 right here. 4 over here. And let's try 2 right there. Then we'll take out these edges. Like this. And that looks about good. And then what we can do is we can bring this up a little bit more. Or shorten this a little more. Like that. And that looks pretty good. Actually, let's bring that out like that. And then let's go ahead and plop another little area right like that. And then we can kind of bring it out and kind of take out that little circular formation like that. So that looks pretty good right there. What we can do next is let's put some more generation or let's add some more like down areas. I don't really know what to call them, so I'll just call them down areas. Now let's go and find the air brush that we created earlier. Looks like it's right there. And we'll come right here. If the server will run a little bit faster. And we're going to do undo. Undo again. If it'll hurry up. And there we go. We'll come out. We'll go a little bit slower this time. That was kind of my fault. I kind of rushed it. And boom. Let's try that. We kind of created a kind of a circular area here. We'll bring it out this way a little bit maybe. And that looks pretty good. Now what we can do maybe over here is we can add a house or something like that. So I'll kind of block off this area or create a little rough draft of how big we can maybe make it. So that looks kind of like a good size. Then maybe a pond or something over here. So let's use lapis to kind of symbolize water. Kind of in that area. So over here we have this. And what we can do is I think we are going to add another little down area. Possibly. Maybe what we can do actually is we can make this kind of a river going into it, possibly. Could be cool. And let's come over here. We haven't really done much work over here, but it looks like it is about done. So maybe we can even add like a building right. Maybe not actually. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was a little notification I got. So this is looking pretty good in my opinion so far. I mean, it's not really that flat area, that flat uh that flat terrain that nobody really likes. Whoops. There's this thing that's kind of weird with Air Worlds is when you place a block like right, let's say like right there, it lags pretty bad. And as you can see, like it doesn't take that long just to do that. For some reason, I don't know, it's maybe a glitch or something. Let's go ahead and fix this right here. This looks kind of weird. Like that. And as you can see, I kind of made this little drop-off area so it wasn't just a flat drop-off. Looks a little bit better. But let's keep doing what we were doing over here. And I'm not sure what that was. I don't think, for some reason, an arrow just dropped right there. I might have to watch that back. That was kind of weird. I have mobs turned off, so not sure what that was all about. And we can leave this flat over here, I think. Maybe. You know what? Actually, let's do something different here. Let's kind of make this go out. Sort of like that. Looks kind of cool. Maybe like that. And let's make it look a little bit more natural. Like so. And we can cut it off right about there. So that looks pretty cool. What else can we do in this episode? I'm not sure how long we're running. I never started my timer, but we've made a lot of progress in my opinion. It looks 10 times better than it did when we started. What we can do is we can, what this actually might do, I'll actually probably do that off camera, but off camera what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some variation in this pathway, like maybe some areas down there and stuff, and you know, make it look a little bit cooler. But I'm not going to do that on camera because of that little glitch I was talking about. It makes it lag pretty bad because as you can see, one more block down, we're in the air. As you can see, it kind of lags pretty bad right there, and I'm not sure why. I think it might be a problem with servers or my server or something like that. But I'm looking for the gravel right now. Next episode, actually what we can go ahead and do is we can add some trees. Let's try and do /forest gen 10. It looks like we're gonna have to place down grass blocks to create a forest. So we will do that. We'll go ahead and maybe place one there, there. As you can see, this is lagging pretty bad when you open up a block like that. So there, maybe there, and over here. Let's try there. And now we can do forest gen 10. Maybe if we do that. It says 1 was processed, and there we go. And we're going to do the same thing that we did earlier. Come up here, pause 2. That stands for position 2. And I think the ID for leaves is 18. And the other one 180 maybe? Nope, let's check. It's 174. Not sure how I got 180, but and there we go. Looks pretty nice. We'll do the same right here. Forest gen. Forest gen. We're just gonna have to keep doing this until we get a tree. And it doesn't look like it's happening. So let's go ahead and plant our own tree. Like that. And I will allow some of the regular trees like that, and we'll do replace 18 174. I'll do some of the regular trees, like the one high trees, because I don't really mind out here. It's just over there that they look pretty bad. Let's try it again. And nope, still not working. So we'll just do it on our own. come over here. And this is probably coming to the end of the episode. I will keep working on it, and we will do right there and over here. But yep, this is gonna come to the end of the episode, and what we are gonna do is I will finish up this whole tree thing, place a whole bunch of trees around the map, and next episode we will work on these buildings that we have planned. And I think we have quite the map coming out here. It's looking pretty nice in my opinion. Christmas just passed. Christmas was Wednesday. And where are the other grass things that I placed? We'll go ahead and finish these up, and then we will end the episode. There we go. Finally got kind of a different tree. Let's come down here and do it. And right here. But yeah, next episode we'll work on the buildings that I have laid out, or rough drafted, or I don't know what you want to call those, planned. Pause 2. I just released another Skyland Kits, another little 1v1 edit thing. I really messed that guy up. Go ahead and finish that, and one more I think we have to do. Like that. So, it's coming along, in my opinion. And we'll do that and that. So, I will see you guys next episode. Make sure you tune in to watch me build these things. Maybe our little river over there. And I think the map is coming along. So, I will see you guys next episode.